Hello friends, I am Dr. Satkala. I welcome you all in English literature class. Today's topic is how we should choose our topic for Ph.D. for research, because many times scholars asking for how we should choose topic for research. So I decided that there should be a lecture, there should be a video, through that I can tell you that how we should choose our topic for research. Before taking it, I will tell you all that this will be the most important, most interesting video for all who wants to know and who searching on Google and different videos that how we should start our research work, how we should work on it, and who can tell us about that how we should choose our topic for research work. Let us start. How to choose your topic for research for your PhD. Research. We will search again. We will do some new. Research is not copy paste from other theses or from Google. It is a research that is already searched, but we will do some new. We will add some new in the already work that have done, because in English literature, if we're talking about English, first thing we will know interest. What is, choose topic from your interest. What is your interest? First and most important thing, that is interest. First thing we should know what is our interest, what is our interest area. We want to work on your research work. That first thing we should know about our interest. What is our interest? If we're talking about English, in English we have one thing is language and second thing is literature. One thing we have language and next we have literature. First thing we should know, we want to work on language or we want to work on literature. If we want to work on language, our area will be different. We will go in college, in schools, and we should know what is the status and what is the level of the students of language. We can do any type of test of the students, and for that we will choose some students for that, and we should know the communication skill, their grammar and all these things, how they improve their communication skill, how they improve their language, grammar and all these things. And we can do this type of work on teachers also. So for that we will choose the level, choose the group, choose the school, college for this type of research. Here we can do research of communication skill, soft skill and English and grammar and all these things. If we talking about literature, in literature we have one thing is poetry and prose. Poetry and prose. If we decided that we don't want to work research on language, we want to research on literature, in literature, then we will decide we want to research on poetry or research on prose. If we want to poetry or prose, and after that which type of research we want to do, we want to do comparative study. Comparative study means between two poets, between two writers. which type of research we want to do. We want to do comparative study between two poets and between two writers, authors, novelists, illustrator. And we want to do single study. We want to do single study. Single study, we can select any poetry of any poets or prose. We can select novels, works of any writers, any authors, and we can do work on that. And after that, we say we can talk themes of that. We can we have different areas. We have feminist, we have new things, psychology of the novels, what is the theme of the, and social criteria, and all these things we can include in this. And first we should know we want to do comparative study or we want to do single study of any poets, of any authors. And after that we will decide which type of area, which type of work from which country we want to do. Indian writers. We want to choose Indian writers, and in Indian writers we want to do work on female writers or male writers. Female writers or male writers. If we are feminist viewpoint, we want to do improvement in women area. We want to rise the rights of women. We can choose female writers because most of the female writers, they raise the voice of the women through their works, through their novels, and even most of the male also, they also raise the voice of the Rabindranath Tagore, and most of the other writers also, other authors also, they raise the voice of women through their works. This type of we can choose. And if the we can take word literature also. If we want to, we can check world literature in German literature, other American literature, Afro-American literature, American literature. So we can choose. First we should decide which type of genre we want to take, we want to work on, what is our interest. So these are the related our interest. Our interest in language, our interest in literature, our interest in poetry, our interest in prose, in comparative study, or we want to do single study, we want to work on Indian literature, or we want to work on world literature beyond to Indian literature. And if we decide, and our staff will be up to that time, after that it will be very easy for us. And after that we can search our topic from Sodh Gangotri, from Google, which type of work already have exists on there, related our poet, related our author, on that we want to research work. Next things that should be in mind, what is our background study. Our background study. Background study means if we are interested, that will also be related to our background study. If we read most of Indian writing, if we read most of American writers, that our interest will be the same, or our interest can be different, because we think that we have already read that, and I want to do something new, something different. So you can choose the different, but your background, your previous study, that will affect your works. If you choose any writers, you choose any topic that is related to your background study, that is your knowledge, we can say background study, or our previous knowledge. If your previous knowledge and your topic, that will be the same, it will be good for you, because you have the surface knowledge of that, you have some good knowledge of the same area, and if you will choose the same, it will be good for you, for it will be helpful to improve, to proceed your work. And after that, third, that is the most important, that is the limits. Limits, that is also most important, because everything has some limits. Each work has some limits, and these limits, for example, we choose Indian writer, any Indian writer. For example, we choose Rabindranath Tagore. If you choose Rabindranath Tagore, we can't work on each and every work of Rabindranath Tagore. We should choose, and we will have to choose some 4, 5, 6 novels or works of Rabindranath Tagore, and after that we will have to do work on that, because if we don't put the limit of a work, it will be very difficult for us to face any type of interview in presentation, that how we can, because without limitation, everything have some limitations. And in our research work, we have also put a heading limitations, and in that limitations we have to mention that these are my limitations. I want to work on Rabindranath Tagore's these works, and these are my limitations, and these are the themes I will mention, this theme, this theme, this theme, this theme, and I am not beyond that. This is all about how to choose your topic, how to choose your research topic. First thing, your interest. First thing, we should know about our interest, what is our interest, and after that our background study, and after that we should put some limitations. If you have interest in American writing and you have 4 or 5 most interesting or favorite writers, authors, but you will have to put limitations. You can take theme of any type, and you can take 2, 3 writers, but you can't choose 6, 7, 8 authors, and you can do, because it will be very lengthy and it will be very difficult. You will not be able to work on a proper way on it. So may you like it, and it will be very helpful for those English scholars who are pursuing their research work and wants to know how we should choose our topic. Thanks a lot. If you like it, please like, share and subscribe.